Hey, we always live Elvis.
Hey, MMK, and it's Sunday. Got a couple quick shout outs. Lindy Mahan, shout out to you, girl. Appreciate you watching. Also, Debbie Shannon, send you a comment. Hope you heal up soon and appreciate you watching. And one more, DDD or Triple D in Athens, Tennessee. Shout out to you, my good buddy. And with that, Teresa's going to start with some questions.
All
How do
right.
you like that?
Question.
Questions.
Yeah, questions. Wanda Westbrook wants to know, do you think Elvis deliberately overdosed?
Man, we got some. I can see this week we're going to have some questions, aren't we? I personally do not. Just me, in my opinion, that to me wasn't even an option on the table. Elvis Presley loved being Elvis Presley. As we've talked about, uh, he was human. Did he get tired? Sure, just like the rest of us. Did he hurt? Sure. Uh, did he have pains and aches? Sure. Did he have everything in life like a lot of us do? Sure. And then some. But no way in hell Elvis Presley would have took his own life.
Yeah.
And let's move to the next question.
Matt the Gooner, if Elvis's mother had lived, do you think his music would have taken a different direction?
And this is my opinion. I personally don't think so. I mean, when I say that, I mean it's like we've talked about before with the trends and the styles of different times. He may have had to change some. Sure, everybody does, but I mean, as far as the music he was known for, and even with changing a little bit, that never would have made a difference because Aunt Gladys was very proud and loved Elvis's music and singing in all his music. So I personally don't think that it would have that would have had any effect on changing it. But hey, that's a great question. We're starting out with two good ones.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Wendy Hicks wants to know if Danielle was named after you.
My daughter Danielle, yes, she was. Uh, I mean, that's why we named her Danielle. Of course, Danny Mac. Of course, everybody knows is my name. But yeah, when we had her, I wanted her named after me, and I always thought that Danielle was a beautiful girl name. So yeah,
It
I
is.
appreciate the question, but yes, she was named after me.
Okay. Learn to Fly asks, how did you feel seeing Elvis in his casket?
Oh man, I was doing like I said, we we get some tough ones. Learn to fly. I mean, to answer that would be the same way you or anyone out there loved one has passed away and gone.
Unexpectedly.
Right, and I mean so many emotions and things going through you. I know that's a sight that's kind of stamped in my head, but it's also a sight that I don't like to really think about or go back. I love the entertainment Elvis and the Elvis that we all love and know, and that's the way I like to remember it. But like I said, I felt I mean all of the above, the same as everybody else. I was lost, hurt, sad, confused. I mean, you can go on, but uh, just like I said, just like anybody that has lost a loved one, it's never an easy thing, and it never really gets any better. I guess you could say.
Billy Hoskins, what kind of relationship did you have with the Stanley brothers?
With the Stanleys, Ricky and David, uh, pretty good. We had a pretty good relationship. Billy, I never. I mean, early on for a little bit, but I was younger then. But in the later years, Billy just. I mean, I've got to shoot and be honest. Uh, I mean, I never seen him up or around Graceland during the later years, last few years, and like I said, you know, maybe there's some other people I know, you know, I've talked to a lot of them, and you know they said the same thing. So I don't, I'm not really going to get into, but like I said, I didn't wasn't around him that much. Ricky and David, I was, and they were great. David was a big boy, and he was a little rough at times, but he was always good and nice to us. Ricky, Ricky was just, I mean, how anybody could not like Ricky, you know, and I've done some videos and mentioned Ricky. He was just a fun-loving, crazy young man, and he was very, very good to us. So that's about the best I can answer that question.
Wendy Welch, did you take the trailer with you when you left Graceland?
No, our trailer at Grayson, we did not, and I've stated in several videos, I think, but Wendy appreciated it. Not that it matters, because apparently you haven't, didn't know about it or haven't seen it, and that's perfectly okay. No, we did not. We took all our belongings, but the trailer was somewhat, when Daddy talked to Uncle Vernon, was supposedly somehow or another tied in to Graceland, and it wasn't, you know, that big a thing. So, but we, you know, to answer your, no, we took all our furnishings and belongings and everything, but the trailer stayed, and I'm not sure. I've heard both, and I can't state the truth if I hadn't seen it, but I've heard that the trailer is still up back in its original place, and never has been moved, and then I heard it wasn't there. So, I mean, hopefully maybe somebody could answer you that has been up there and seen it, because I just, like I said, I've heard both ways and just don't know on that. So.
Okay. And this question, I hate it that we don't know who asked it, because I guess I thought you wrote it in the book and you thought I wrote it in the book. Because when we got to talking about if we were going to do it in this video, neither one, it wasn't in the book. So I'm sorry, we don't have your name. The question was, did you ever write on the wall at Graceland?
Yes, I have. Of course, well, I assume everybody knows. Every so often, they sandblast it, and of course people, and I mean, think about it, they have to. But I've wrote on it over the years several times, just little messages or little personal notes. I know, Teresa,
I wrote my mother's
when
name.
me and you was up there, because your mother, you know, we had talked and had plans of maybe trying to take them up there.
But she passed away, so she loved Elvis, so I put her name on the wall.
Yeah, and it didn't. So Teresa actually put her name on the wall. And hey, that's a great question. So,
so today is.
Yes,
I
already know what it is.
Okay.
And I want to tell y'all today. Teresa acts like I don't know what today is.
What is today?
Today is Mother's Day.
Yes, it is.
And I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. No,
I don't know how to take that.
Oh well, seriously. Hey, coming from MMK, you know what I mean. But seriously,
Happy Mother's Day.
Right. Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you.
And we're gonna be grilling out with your mom and daddy and Danielle and family.
And God knows, you know, spend time and tell your mother that you love her. Even whether she's still with you or not. They know and they're looking down on us. So everybody enjoy that. And there's another little quick thing that's kind of been on my mind, and I want to say, you know, and not really going to get into a whole lot, but you know, as things go throughout the years, you know, certain little things come up, this and that, and you know, there's always little kinks. I want to say I've seen pretty much all y'all's comments, all your messages, and I have always said that one of the greatest things, and I've told many friends, and they can tell you, is my Elvis family, or our Elvis family, of how that group is like that, and they have your back, and that's great. But I want to let y'all know that you really don't have to. These people that throw out things like that, hey, I mean, they've got a right like anybody else, and the way I look at it is, if they want to throw it out, even with my family, you know, some name calling or whatever, the thing that I look at is just watch and let them go, and it all spells its thing out. Because I can promise you this, not a one of them would say some of the things that they've said to my family to my face. But it's easy to
hide behind
type or hide behind a telephone or whatever.
Well, I just want.
And with that, like I said, I'm not saying, because you know what, I'm not letting anybody get under my skin. You know, if you think this is the first rodeo with people talking about my family, you know, I've heard it my whole life, and it really doesn't bother me. You know, there's that old saying, you know, opinions are like, man, we all know what. But hey, I sincerely mean that I want to appreciate, and I do appreciate each and everything that y'all do, the backing, and with that, that's what this is about, and that's all this is about, is enjoying, you know, Elvis stories and sharing it. And mind you, like I said,
wherever you watch the chant, wherever you watch your things about Elvis that you enjoy, watch them and enjoy them.
That is your right. And there's so many out there. Please, that is your right in America to watch.
Right.
Anybody's videos you want to watch. Hey,
right.
Like I said, all I can say is our family is very appreciative that you watch ours.
Yes.
But watch everybody's, and you know, and like it's been said, if it gets to where, you know, it's not interesting to you, we don't have to do it anymore. But I don't see that. I personally know that me, Teresa, Mom and Daddy, Danielle, our whole family loves and enjoys giving Elvis stories to the people that want to know it hadn't been there, and that's what it's about. And like I've told y'all, it's taken me a long time to see, you know, why. I mean, if some of y'all have watched the beginning video, and I won't get on a roll here, but when we first started this, I told Teresa, nobody really wants to hear, you know, childhood stories or stories of growing up, or, you know, things we did with Elvis, because I just couldn't quite see it at the time. But I can now, and if it makes y'all happy and y'all enjoy it, it makes me happy, and I love doing it, and I'll continue doing it for as long as y'all want it. And I speak for my family and Teresa. Teresa, before we get out, you got anything? You had something I may have made you...
Yeah, no, I just want to say, you know, we've grown a tough skin over the last 4 years or whatever about it, and that's fine. Everybody's, you know, freedom of speech still, thank goodness. You can say the things that you want, but I have issue though with the troll who was talking about Danielle's weight and saying ugly things about her. Danielle, you are beautiful inside and out, and don't let it bother you. Don't, you know, it's ridiculous that people have to go to name calling like they're children just to dig and hurt someone. That's my thing. I mean, if you don't like a channel, fine. You know, don't watch it. Or, you know, if you want to say, hey, you know, maybe, you know, try this or we like to see this, and that's fine. But when you start name calling, you know, and trying to bully and hurt someone on that kind of level, I think it's bullshit.
Yeah.
I really do. So, Danielle, we love you. You're beautiful. You keep doing what you're doing.
And you know, there's a lot from what we've seen with the comments and all. There's a whole lot more out there that do love you.
Right.
And like I said, and
let the one or two.
I'll end up saying it. I ain't no Billy Badass, but like I said, it's awful funny because I can assure you that none of them would ever say anything about my daughter or my family to my face.
Right.
I can promise you that. So.
And we would never badmouth someone like that either.
But you know what?
It comes out of respect.
With all that, y'all.
That's enough. One more thing though. I wanted to give a shout out to our good friend Jimmy Dale.
Yes, I do.
Awesome
this
job.
This is the first time I had Jimmy Dale. He does this kind of work. He's fantastic. And he sets up at on his spare time, off time, at a lot of the flea markets and first Mondays like trade days. You know, y'all probably have them in your area and they're called different things.
The Tupelo flea market.
But he's made our banner for us and done other things. He's fantastic, and he was showing me that these were coming in, and I said I love it, and I asked him. I said, you know, told him about what I want, that we may send him some stuff. But before we did that, he come up with this.
I'm gonna move the light just because there's a glare. There we
go.
He
come up with this and drew it out.
There you go.
And
it's awesome.
Man, I'm proud of it. And if you know, I know far away is probably to do it, but if you're interested in something, hey, let me know. I can hook you up with him. Or if you're around here local, pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's done some good ones for like people's man caves and stuff.
I will get you. And I can give you and hook you up with his contact information. And with that, y'all, hey, like I said, y'all have a blessed and happy Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And me and Teresa's going to get out here, and we'll see you Wednesday. And remember, we always live Elvis.
Hey y'all, thanks for watching this episode of the Memphis Mafia Kid. Please subscribe and hit that like button. Got an Elvis or MMK related question? Post it under the comments and we may answer it in a future video. And don't forget to check out Mom and Daddy's channel, EFM Elvis Fans Matter.